He stood at the gate with a kitchen knife saying he's going to stab police.
Crime is on the rise.
Armed with an axe and a machete.
Trying to break into 2 separate houses.
But cometh the hour.
More units, more units.
Cometh the Interceptors.
Get on the floor! Out and running.
We're riding with West Yorkshire's elite. Alongside their pursuit drivers.
Contact, stand by.
On target with their firearms unit. In the air with their eye in the sky.
Off and running.
This is the front line in the fight against crime.
Get on the floor! Get on the ground!
This is Police Interceptors.
It's just another day in paradise.
Coming up,
Area. I'm going to decamp.
time for a not-so-sharp exit. Chump versus Chopper.
Decamp. 2 out and running. Driver said black t-shirt.
And enemies reunited for Benny Boy.
Oh, Tommy. Hello. How are you doing?
Calm down! Calm yourself down!
It's the witching hour. Ghostbusters Nick Priestley and Luke Warren are hunting baddies by the light of the full moon.
I don't think werewolves will be coming out tonight, but there will be a couple of monsters, no doubt, lurking around. So we can get a few.
While they wait for the shadowy underworld to show itself, an important question needs answering.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No, I don't think so.
Well, they must exist.
They must exist.
When you die, you don't just go away. That's it. You.
Yeah, well, there's an afterlife, isn't there, I believe, but maybe not as ghosts.
There's ghosts.
Like Casper.
Yeah.
Luke may need convincing, and Nick's come armed with the tale of the spectre of Toller Lane Nick.
I have seen a ghost, mate, up at Toller Lane. It's not a very good story, actually, but I was actually having a wee. And I was just minding my own business. As I looked in the mirror behind me at 45 degrees, there was a chap behind me. And it were, I looked round and nobody there. But there is definitely a ghost at one of our police stations, Toller Lane at Bradford, 100%.
Nick might be wary of ghostly goings-on, but he's not afraid of hard work. He started out at 16 as an apprentice panel beater at the Rover Car Group. And he's about to get a visitation from a past life.
Right, I'm just on Wakefield Road, mate. What sort of Rover is it?
75.
The Rover 75, the executive's wheels of choice in a bygone era. But this one's not bound for the boardroom.
There's a Rover that's done a commercial burglary in Huddersfield. I don't know if it's today or overnight, and it's quite a rare car now. It's a Rover. I don't know if it's a Rover 75 or a 25, but either or, it'll stand out. And it's just hit one of our NPR cameras not a million miles away from here. So we're just going to go flood the area and just see what we can pick up.
Nick awaits a reunion with the 75. Another unit has picked it up.
79, we've got it. It's going back into Byron.
There it is.
They're third in a cop car convoy.
50 car 3.
The officer at the sharp end is Interceptor Claire Gray. Who's witnessing a turn-of-the-century getaway car being pushed to the limit.
Body on his own, that is actually right onto Stuart Atkinson. Stand by, we're left.
Inside are suspected serial burglars.
79, we're just approaching Tom Street now, stand by.
who are playing with fire.
He left, he collided with a taxi. Oh my God.
They'll need Nick's panel beating skills at this rate. The runaway Rover blocks the cops, then ignores the round in roundabout.
7-9, still continuing down Knowles Lane. We've got 50 miles per hour. Traffic still light with pedestrians. Safe to continue.
The 75 isn't known for its off-road ability,
50, stand by, heavy braking.
but he's not read the manual.
It's just going off-road. It's safe to follow. Just over some grassed area. Hang on, it's a decamp.
It's Rover and out, as the bad guys decamp like pinballs bouncing off into the darkness. The cops are hot on their heels, but not hot enough. The friends from the Rover have vanished into the night.
We've come running down there. There's no one gone down that way. But when they've decamped, I don't know whether they've come down here or gone up there.
We've had a bit of a foot chase, but we lost him down in some back alleys. So, a bit rubbish, but we got the car at CSI to examine it up till we find some prints and link somebody to it. It's not good for us, it's full moons.
The full moon seems to have brought out some of the local characters.
Just getting your registration.
Definitely.
I've no need to drive up grass there, mate. Chase is already over.
Find it in.
If that were me, I'd get done for that. So why should you have the right to drive upfield?
Because we've got exemptions.
He's got no need to drive on this.
Yeah, how are we meant to get it out then?
What?
Are we going to leave it there or are we going to teleport it out?
Teleport it out.
Oi, oi, oi.
First warning.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, not a problem. I won't happen again.
Okay, just go and take a seat with me.
He might want to impress his friends with his vocabulary, but insulting an officer is an arrestable public order offence.
What's all that about?
Not mate, just what's your attitude about?
Big mouth and all that. Is it really appropriate for this time of night? Is it? Yes or no?
Really.
Do you think it is? Did you? Does that make it all right?
Didn't say it was all right. But
No.
All right, okay.
Just wait there for us.
All right, no problem.
While the swearwolf cools off in the car, Nick's reacquainted with an old friend.
It's a lovely car, mate, isn't it? Imagine taking this out at our showroom when it was brand new. Lovely. That's a bit of walnut. Bit of class. What is it? It's a Rover 75, mate. It's a gentleman's conveyance of choice.
But this one wasn't conveying any gentleman.
So there's a number of screwdrivers just in the front seat passenger and in footwell, which obviously tools that they will have been using whilst out committing crime. So we'll get those recovered forensically and see if that can lead us to any possible suspects. See if we can find out who was driving the vehicle as well.
Swearwolf has returned to human form, and Nick's no longer being called a...
Oi! Oi! Oi!
He's now got a more family-friendly nickname.
See you later, sausage.
But he can't resist a parting howl.
Oh, what's he swear? Look at him.
Now, is that me being a bald dingy or him being a bald dingy? You bald dingy, Bobo.
I've got a full head, so I'm all right.
Oh, well.
Clearly not talking about it.
They're just wanting a reaction, aren't they? You know, and he can say whatever he wants. We're not bothered, but one lad overstepped the mark. He started calling us this and that, and he just, you know, you can't do that. It's midnight, people are out watching, there's even kids about, you know, and it's calling us unsavoury. And I personally don't mind. You know, I don't care. Call me what you want, but not shouting it so all and sundry can hear. It's just a bit offside, but you're used to that. It doesn't matter what you're doing, they're just playing up because they can. It is what it is. Welcome to paradise.
Yeah.
The Rover turned out to have been stolen in a burglary and was returned to its owner. Inquiries as to the driver and passenger are ongoing. Still to come, a jog in the park for Harry the human megaphone. A disturbing haul for the pit team.
We just never know what we're dealing with, and it can be quite frightening.
And a handy haul belongs in the glove box.
Oh my lord.
The use of weapons is on the rise in West Yorkshire, but the Interceptors have their own secret weapon. The Pit Team, made up of seasoned crime busters like Steph Lyschuk and Harry Jeffrey.
We're just making our way to Castleford along the M62. There's been some information that's been rung in by a member of the public about a silver Seat Altea that's involved in the supply of drugs.
They don't want to be caught with it because they know that they'll probably go to prison if they've got a lot of drugs on them, and they want to avoid that. So if they get any chance to run or evade us, then they will take that chance.
I've got my running legs on today though, so...
Yeah, oh sweet.
This rugby-playing officer has big boots to fill, coming from a long line of West Yorkshire coppers. Fortunately, Big H measures up with size 13 feet.
We're just in an area of Castleford now. We've sighted possible drug users congregating. So we're just watching, see where they're going, try get in the area where the car will pop out, and then we'll try and implement a strike on it.
The suspect car is on the move, and the boys plot up in their unmarked Beamer.
We're at back of Escape, just after the train station.
It looks like they might be in luck.
Towards Escape is coming towards us.
Do you want me to get Stinger out?
You won't have time.
We've got no cars to cover.
But it's a false alarm.
So it's taken second exit, not outskirts, it's continued on past Pram. It's Leeds Road.
The Seat has taken a different route, but the Pit Team hunt in packs.
Oh, come on.
And they've caught their prey up ahead.
2-2, we've got a vehicle detected. We've got a driver, it's a passenger, blackmail.
The driver is detained, but the passenger has legged it.
When the plan pass, please. Situation, description for runner.
A colleague points the way. He went
that way. Get round.
And word is he might be armed.
Apparently he's got a knife on him as well, this lad. Will you give us a description, please, buddy? Blackmail.
Plenty of cops are on hand to point him out.
I'll see if we get round.
But it falls to Harry to chase him down, while Steph blocks the escape route.
Steph, go for the car.
With every second crucial, Harry digs deep.
If you've got him, that'll be easier. Then I'm sure the way that much wide, please.
He spots a man matching the description casually walking along.
There you are.
Nice try. The suspect could be carrying a knife.
Give us your hand. Keep your hands out, Ricky. Put your hands out.
So he's going straight into cuffs.
Where have you been running from? I think I got this mail. Lee, can you get to me?
Harry, if you can stay with him, I'll get something with you as soon as we can, and then we'll get the dog.
Enter the cavalry.
Fozzie's with me. Hand double lock these, mate.
Have you got a knife in your pants?
There doesn't appear to be a blade, but there is something else of interest.
This lad's got a large wedge of cash on him.
The boys think he might have dumped something nearby.
There's loads of wasteland there.
Did you see where he ran on there?
As soon as I've popped through here, he's been coming this way from there.
Over there. It's come. You see those houses over there?
Yeah.
I was there, and it's come over this fence.
You said that white sign, didn't you?
Yeah.
That area there, I reckon. By the time we've sighted him, he's been walking. So we think he's dropped something in bushes. So fingers crossed we'll find something.
The suspect was out of sight in a large area, which means a lot of legwork. Luckily, some interceptors have 4 of them.
Dog's far more effective at searching open area like that than we are.
Just be wary, dog's off lead.
So we're looking for the knife that he's been seen carrying, which he didn't have when we detained him, and drugs that he may have discarded. But fingers crossed, will come up trumps.
A thorough search turns up no trump card, but cops at the car have been dealt a dodgy pair. Cannabis alongside something more alarming.
Located within the vehicle, we found a large hunting style, Rambo style knife, and also a baseball bat wrapped in, we think is barbed wire. We just never know what we're dealing with. You know, one minute you could be dealing with somebody really, really nice, and then the next thing is they pull a weapon out like that on you, and it can be quite frightening, but it's an ever-increasing thing that we're coming across.
The passenger was summoned to court for possession of cannabis and possession of a knife in public. No further action was taken against the driver. It's all going off in Leeds, with multiple cops pursuing a runaway hatchback.
A black Ford Fiesta towards Rainbow approach.
Flying through the outskirts to intercept dynamic duo Richard Jaffa Whiteley and Steph Rushworth.
So take a right at the traffic lights.
Come on, where is it?
This advanced driver's dreammobile is an Aston Martin DB5, but he's more than happy today in his patrol car of choice, the BMW 3 Series.
That's acknowledged. Broad lane.
Broad lane? Down here?
Speed is 50 mile an hour. Traffic is light.
Stay here. Can you get a stinger set up?
But with the pursuit just half a mile away, there's no time to deploy the spikes.
Romeo 4-1, we are on Broad Lane at the moment, Waterloo. It's going to be coming up here.
Incoming.
That's it.
Still Broad lane. Speed is 60 miles an hour. Traffic is light. Risk is low.
Do they want us to take over?
The fleeing Fiesta has an unmarked pit car breathing down its neck.
Romeo 4-1, we are car number 2. There's 2 white males in the vehicle.
In a move straight out of the big book of losing the cops, they head straight for a built-up estate.
Intercept continue. Yes, it's right. Fairfield Terrace.
Up ahead, the Fiesta hangs a left into a public park.
Put your handset on 2 interrupts.
It's too risky for the police cars to follow.
Go around then, mate.
But these criminals haven't bargained on one thing. The all-seeing eye in the sky. The police chopper picks up the pursuit in the nick of time, just as the Fiesta exits the path.
Pass through, and we have visual with him. Is now heading towards Fairfield Crescent, back onto left, Fairfield Crescent, and then he's done a right, Fairfield Lane, which is a dead end.
They're on a road to nowhere, but could be planning a decamp. Jaffa puts his foot to the floor to catch up.
Go around, take your next left down here. First right.
Yeah, please. Decamp, 2 out and running, driver's a black t-shirt, navy blue shorts, passenger wearing grey.
While the chopper tracks the suspects, Jaffa and Steph are moments behind.
Over there. Can you drive round? Let me just take keys from car. Right, I've got key, mate.
Now the hunt is on for the runaways. The suspects have split up, so the chopper tracks the driver.
Yeah, it's back out onto Stanley Road and is heading in the direction of Hoff Lane, I believe it is.
And in a game of boy racer versus helicopter, there's only going to be one winner.
Yeah, he's handing himself in, he's on his knees, standing in the road, 340, standing in the road. I've got 2 officers approaching him now. That is your driver.
Pit team officers arrive on scene with the passenger in tow as well. It's a full house.
Passenger was wearing the light coloured clothing.
We'll go back to the car.
With both teenagers captured and in cuffs, they return to the Fiesta.
4-1, we'll go back to the car. Can we start recovering?
Bit of excitement for you? They looked about 15, did them kids?
Put some gloves on, we'll search it.
Yeah. Yeah, we've just been involved in this pursuit around Bramley. Could I check the chassis number, please, and the reg number of the vehicle?
While Jaffa checks if the car's stolen, Steph gives it the once-over. And there's a body part in the back seat. Fortunately, it's plastic.
Don't know what that's for.
Oh, my lord. Got to hand it to you. Yes, that's the one.
Give him a big hand. Fake fingers aside, the car's clean. But is it a thumbs up or down for Jaffa's work behind the wheel?
What do you reckon for Jaffa's driving, Steph?
7.5 out of 10.
It's a 7.5 because all I had to do was follow after the car in front. Cheeky stuff. At least I can drive.
And the icing on the cake?
Yeah. Well, it's stolen.
Stolen?
Turns out the car that we've just been pursuing is a stolen car. So even nicer. 2 caught, helicopter, 2 detained, stolen car recovered. So yeah, even better job now we've got that information.
The driver, caught red-handed in a stolen car, was fingered for dangerous driving and no insurance. He got 8 months in a young offenders institution, suspended for 2 years, 24 months supervision, 100 hours of unpaid work, and a 2-year driving ban with an extended retest. The passenger was cautioned for possession of a controlled drug. Still to come, a repeat drink driver blames everyone apart from himself.
That's what ABS cost me. You've just wiped my life out.
And another happy customer for Benny Boy.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing, bro. Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah,
Don't put me like that, mate. You're nothing. You're nothing.
Although drink driving has dropped over the past 3 decades, over 200 people are still killed in drink driving accidents every year. And some offenders never learn.
You do get people that are repeat offenders, and you just think, why? You've been caught once before, why would you want to do it again? You know, you lose your licence and you potentially lose your liberty, so what's the point in taking that sort of a risk? I don't think these people ever sort of think to themselves, well, what if a drink driver hit a member of my family and killed them? People have a drink and think they're indestructible.
Officers Tom Whitehouse and Dave Robbo Robson are acting on a tip-off.
He's regularly out drink driving and usually sits at St Ledger's pub, so it'd be nice to catch up to him if we can do.
The suspect apparently lives just 500 metres from the pub. It's fair to say Tom is less than impressed.
As far as I'm concerned, it's zero tolerance. It's ridiculous. If you're going to be drinking, you either walk or get a taxi home. It's the majority of collisions we see are from people that are under the influence of either drink or drugs. The pub's just here on left-hand side, that's it. I don't know what we're here.
The tip-off looks legit.
There we go, yeah, that's van.
It's now a waiting game.
Yeah, if we plot up in car park, not nearby there.
Whereabouts?
On side street here, we could, because it comes this way. been told he usually leaves about quarter to the hour, so we'll see.
And that's only minutes away.
I'd start looking now, I think.
If the suspect clocks the marked police car, he might choose a stroll home instead. But it's perfect timing.
Is that it there?
Yeah, there we are.
Oh, look.
Perfect.
This driver is suspected to be under the influence. They waste no time in pulling him over.
Go.
Look, guys. Hello, sir. How we doing?
All right.
So we flick engine off. Do you want to take a seat back of our car, mate?
Go on.
Just drop sig for me, pal.
Right, we've had information that you've just been drinking. So therefore we're going to require a breath test from yourself.
That's fine.
Okay.
Down to business.
So when was your last drink?
About 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Right.
Not even that, probably 5.
As the suspect has just been drinking, his levels may still be rising.
We'll give it
another 10 minutes.
Give it a couple of minutes and we'll... You've been stopped before for it then?
Yeah, I have, mate, yes.
Have you? We've been convicted in past then?
I'm an ex-squaddy.
You what, sir?
I was an ex-squaddy.
Mike.
The ex-squaddy avoids the question. Maybe as he's a repeat drink driver with 3 convictions to his name.
How much have we had to drink today, Phil?
I think about 2.
2.
2 and a bit.
Time to put the 2 and a bit to the test.
Right, buddy, lean forward for me. Put your lips around here, I'll hold it, and give me one long continuous breath until I say to stop. Keep going. Lovely. Spot on. Right, sir. You have blown 77, which is double the legal limit.
It seems the bit might actually have been a lot.
So at this time, you're under arrest, under suspicion of driving whilst over the prescribed limit of alcohol.
Okay, fine.
You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned, some of which will later rely on in court, and if you do so, may be given evidence.
You should be used to this by now.
Stand up for me, mate.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Safe in cuffs, it's off to the nick. The suspect is keen to remind the boys he served in the forces.
Would you like to get me army warrant card out of my pocket?
It don't matter who you are, I don't know you from Adam, do I? So...
No, you don't.
No,
I'm just telling you what I've done for a living.
Well, regardless of what you've done for a living, we treat everyone the same.
Quality, mate, yeah. Happy days.
If it's sympathy he's after, it's in short supply. And by the time they reach the nick, that's sunk in.
You boys have to do your job, I know that. The outcome is the outcome, whatever happens. Don't worry, I don't to get my cup. I know, I'm not. Trust me. Whatever happens. I don't hold against it.
Well, the thing is,
I don't hold against it.
it's not first time as well, though, is it?
No, I've had a couple of goes here. But again, I did come asking.
But he's still trying to justify his actions.
You've not been without me.
No,
You've not done what I've done.
No, I'm not saying I have. I've also been to a lot of road traffic collisions where people have died due to drugs and alcohol, so it's swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
It's more of a slippery slope. He's facing a 4th drink driving conviction.
If you'd just like to take a seat on there for me. So I require you to provide 2 specimens of breath for analysis by means of an approved device. Take a big deep breath, seal the lips on that, and blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's great, thank you. Just have a seat again now.
Please tell me no.
The legal limit is 35.
Yeah. There's also in 2 readings. First one's 81, second one's 79. So you're over the limit. Each one.
More than double, in fact.
79. On 3?
The 2 and a bit has been topped up to 3, but Robbo isn't buying it.
Just going to show there's more in his system than what we first thought. It's going up. It says he's had 3 pints. It's a bit over double. I think there'll be a bit more.
All this to avoid the 6-minute walk home.
That's the end of my business. That's the end of basically 10 lads that work for me. Obviously, I'm going to now go to court. I'm going to lose his licence. I'll probably go into jail. Obviously, because I did it before. If that's what 3 beers cost me, you've just wiped my life out.
All right. You just take
Trust
your
me.
Take your shoe off, please. Thank you.
But you're going to lock up. But you're going to lock somebody up that's got more medals at home than you've got the sticker.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's back on the blame game, but needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror.
He had everyone to blame but himself, didn't he? But at the end of the day, no one's forced the beer down his neck. No one's forced him to drink and drive. You'd think he'd learn after the first time, never mind second, third and fourth. So, no sympathy. No sympathy for him.
The suspect pleaded guilty to drink driving and was disqualified for 18 months, with £85 CPS costs and a £90 victim surcharge.
Let's go find another.
It's the middle of the night shift. All around town, patrols are on the hunt for a suspected clone silver Golf. But so far, their prey is proving elusive.
I've turned its lights off and we have temporarily lost sight of it. Going towards Priestley, Bradford.
Get behind it.
Rather than chase shadows, Ben Pearson and Matt Ransom box clever and plot up. And Sugar Ray Benny is buzzing.
I've got more sugar in me now than a sugar factory's got in Sugarville.
This sweet-toothed copper is a secret Take That fan who used to love treading the boards at school. But the only drama this evening is in his stomach.
It's tingling my tum-tum. It's just there's that buzzing air knowing that something's happening. Another one coming. It's just obviously back to this cat and mouse game.
The mouse in the stolen Golf is proving hard to catch, despite the number of cats on the prowl.
There's more cops in one little village now than there is anywhere else, probably in England. And we can't seem to drop on them.
But as the sun rises, there's a breakthrough. The silver Golf has been spotted a couple of miles away in Halifax.
So we're going to head towards the area. It's got a unit plotted up where it's been seen.
Benny Boy is keen not to miss the welcoming party.
That's a lot of passing to us now. I'll thank you.
A district unit is already on scene.
Yes, that's my colleague. We just pulled him now.
Whereabouts is it?
Scoot around.
The suspect is still in the Golf, and Ben bowls over for a proper Yorkshire hello.
No way, that's not driving him. Hiya, pal.
Who's it, right?
This copper comes bearing gifts.
Just going to put some jewellery on you.
Putting jewellery on me, man.
Why? Because first of all, we're going to search you.
Search me for what?
Well, you're going to be getting locked up, pal.
For what?
Well, first of all, it's a stolen car.
Stolen from where?
Ilkley.
The lad denies stealing the car, but he can't deny what's down his trousers.
Right. He's been searched. There's obviously that down his pants.
Yeah.
It's a bag of cannabis.
Do you want to just hold that? We'll search the car for you.
There's another discovery in the car.
Do you want a rubber cosh?
Thank you.
Front passengers.
What? What's your name? Hold on.
The suspect tries to use his mobile and kicks off when stopped.
Just grab by phone. No, you're not allowed to just grab by phone. You're nothing. Yeah, you're nothing, bro. You're nothing. You're nothing, bro. Don't put me like that, mate. You're nothing. You're nothing, bro. You understand? Get off them. Nothing. Nothing.
Chuckles is in no mood to chill.
Nothing. What are you doing taking my shit off me?
Because you're locked up, pal.
Stop about.
Calm down.
Calm yourself down.
Calm down. Do you understand?
Tell me, bro. You understand me? You can't bully me much.
Not bullying
And plus,
you.
don't work with me, Charver. Do you understand? They do not work with me much. They don't work. Listen, you felt the power, mate. Get off the cuffs now.
Okay.
He's clearly agitated, but Benny Boy uses his 20 years' experience to defuse the situation.
He's done it because you are getting aggressive with him.
What's your name? Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
Tom at this point are under arrest.
His name now rings bells.
Oh, Tommy. Hello.
Yeah,
How are you doing? You've changed, haven't you?
You do know me, yeah.
Yeah, you've changed, haven't you?
What?
Ben's dealt with this lad before and manages to calm him enough to hear the charges.
You're under arrest on possession of a theft of a motor vehicle. It's a nicked car.
Right.
Right. Possession of cannabis.
Right.
Right.
You're going to learn me for possession of cannabis?
Well, yeah, because I kind of actually.
Right, Thomas, do you want to step out, Cal, mate?
And possession of an offensive weapon.
What offensive weapon?
There's a cost.
Is this the van for him?
Koshgate relights his fire.
Right, Thomas. Thomas, there's a cost.
What cost?
Thomas, there's a cost.
What cost?
Look at me. There's a
No,
cost.
it ain't no cost.
Thomas, there's
Don't
a cost
start making charges up, you.
Right, Thomas.
There is no
Thomas.
cost.
Right, anything else on you? Oh, down the middle of your pants.
No, hold on.
Right. Just come over here to the van then for us, pal.
Just time for a quick catch-up.
I haven't seen you in what, 15 years, 10 years?
Been a long time, hasn't it?
Where have you been?
Staying out of trouble.
Right. Up there, lad.
Before a trip into the van, Benny Boy again acts as peacemaker.
Because how you been? That's the only reason.
What? Your one's been aggressive with me, bro.
Listen,
Your
I'm
one's
not being-
grabbing on me.
But it's like dealing with a broken record.
I haven't grabbed you.
Have you come grab me?
I haven't
Have you
grabbed you,
come grab
Thomas.
me?
Come.
I don't care about uniform.
No,
You
no,
come grab
I know
me.
you don't.
Exactly.
Right.
You come grab me, bro. Exactly.
Let's leave it another 15 years to hook up again, yeah?
Angry little man, isn't he?
It's been a long shift, but with a successful end.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Bye. A lot of people, if you think about a cat and mouse, they know they've lost. They're in the stolen car, they're under arrest, and they've nowhere to go. So the only thing they can do basically is get frustrated and kick off. And because we're in uniform, it's just a target for him. But the gentleman, obviously, who we've been dealing with for a long time, that's who he is. He's been on our radar for ages. So yeah, it's just bizarre sometimes how they can go from nothing to 10,000 feet in 2 seconds.
And his free fall continued back at the Nick with the discovery of cocaine. Angry Man was found guilty of possession of Class A and B drugs and was ordered to pay £170 in costs. No further action was taken on the suspected theft of the car and offensive weapon. The Golf was returned to its owner. Still to come.
Why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
I'm just taking it.
Ben's BS detector is off the chart.
Don't lie to me, because nobody plugs the seatbelt in, unplugs it, puts it behind the back and then plugs it in again, does it?
Yeah.
So why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
An Interceptor's chief aim is to protect the public. And saving lives for a living is certainly something to sing about.
It's just a little bit of education. Just wear your seatbelt and keep safe.
Over a third of car occupants killed in crashes aren't wearing seatbelts. And Benz, Pearson and Barraclough have been singing the same broken record for years.
See, it's not hard, is it? Just to go click, click. Click, click.
Yet it's amazing how many drivers fail to get the message.
It doesn't even feel right when you don't wear your seatbelt.
No, it's like coming to work without a watch on. You know what I mean?
Coming to work with no pants on.
I've done that before.
Haven't we all, Ben? But it's the driver of a black Audi who's been caught with his pants down today. He's buckled up but sat on the belt.
Hello, are you alright? Yeah, no problem.
And to make things much worse, the two kids aren't strapped in car seats either.
Have you got a child on your lap? What is it?
Tight on the
Child.
You know, 2 arms, 2 legs, small, fragile.
Right, but why are they not in seats? It's to protect who? You, me, or them? Are they your kids?
Well, I picked them up from the airport.
Right, just let me pull behind you a minute.
Is he a taxi?
I've got no idea.
Are you a taxi, sunshine?
2 little bambinos in back of car.
Here there, bambino.
Let's just have a quick sneaky little look.
In a 30-mile-an-hour crash, the injury to an 8-kilo child thrown from a seat is similar to falling 3 stories. So it's time for a sermon from the singing seatbelt crew.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah, not bad.
Right. The kids, obviously,
Yes.
they need to be in child restraints, don't they?
Yes.
So, if they have a smash now,
Yes.
what's going to happen to the children? Just explain to me what's going to happen to them. They're going to die. Yeah.
A dad who doesn't strap the kids in safely can expect both barrels if mum finds out. But not this dad.
Are you mum? Right, mum. Why have you got a seatbelt on then?
For safety.
Yeah, for safety. And what about the little ones? Hello, you all right?
While Benny Boy plays the broken record to mum,
But that's going to really hurt them. That's why they have child restraints.
Baby Ben spins the B-side for dad.
Hiya, pal. Why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
I've just taken it off.
It's plugged in.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me, because nobody plugs the seatbelt in, unplugs it, puts it behind the back and then plugs it in again, do they?
Yeah.
So why are you not wearing your seatbelt?
His tongue seems to have been restrained.
What they do is they put the seatbelt behind him, plug it in, and then it doesn't beep. So it gives you the impression when you're following him from behind they've got a seatbelt on. Not only that, he's got 2 children, under 5-year-old, in the back of the car, not restrained correctly.
Correct child seat use reduces the risk of casualty by 75%.
Do you want to jump out and have a seat in my car?
En route to the Beamer, the driver loosens his tongue and locates the hardest word.
Look, I'm really sorry, right?
I assure you am. You take a seat in there and I'll have a chat with you. All right, everything that we say and do in there is recorded. All right.
But the Bens haven't finished their well-practiced number on seat belt safety.
Do you know if you were in a bump, right, what's going to happen to them children?
And this performance is in stereo.
They're beautiful little girls. You just don't want them to get hurt, do you? Do you know what I mean? We're not being unfair. We want you to be safe, don't we?
They even preach to the kids.
You can bump your head there, and then what'll happen? Right. So you need to be telling your dad you can't drive. You can't drive with no child seats.
I wouldn't never let him know.
But you did.
Yeah.
We have a massive thing with people not wearing the seatbelts. If a car comes around the corner and that's making off or just driving like an idiot, as a collision with the car, the children are going to be seriously injured. It seems petty to a lot of people, but this is what Fatal 4 is. One of the Fatal 4, it's the biggest contributor to injuries or fatal collisions on the road. It's about education rather than prosecution. If he learns, kids don't get injured, and that's all we want. We don't want kids to get injured on the road.
Please, 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 if you've got children in the car, make sure that you have the correct fastening equipment. You knew that you were going to the airport to collect these children. Yeah? These children didn't just miraculously fall off a plane and into your car, did they?
I made a mistake.
You did make a mistake, correct. I would suggest that you walk the children home.
Yeah, I would do.
From here, because you've got no equipment to continually carry these children.
As the family sets off on foot,
Do I get an high five? Go on. Do I get an high five off you as well? Good. Can I have your horsey? Okay.
the message is well and truly delivered.
Right. See you later.
For driving without a seatbelt, the driver safely secured himself a place on the seatbelt awareness course. In the meantime, as long as drivers fail to buckle up, the Ben's broken record will be on continuous play in West Yorkshire.
It's just a little bit of education.
Stand by, contact with the subject vehicle.
Crime is on the rise,
Keep your hands up! Hands on your head!
so it's time to fight back.
Do not move! Do not move!
Battling on the front line are Nottinghamshire's finest.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Hands behind your back right now!
Highly trained pursuit drivers.
Right. Box on. Box on.
Stop.
specialists in entry and search.
Safety on.
Rapid response firearms officers.
We know you've got shotguns in there, mate. Shots fired!
And the crime-stopping force of the dog unit.
Dog's got one!
Stay where you are!
Wherever the battle takes them,
Fire!
they'll never back down.
Police officer!
Because cometh the hour,
Running!
I've got your head!
cometh the Interceptors.
All in a day's work.
Coming up, a fail to stop
Run up! Running!
meets the jaws of defeat.
Oh! Still! Thank you!
A rude awakening in a dawn raid.
Please! Police officer, stay where you are!
And a showstopper you wouldn't serve Mary Berry.
Cannabis cakes, pal, yeah?
No, just biscuits and tea.
It's a cold, dark winter afternoon, but Interceptor Katie Eustace is in her happy place. The heated driver's seat of a 335 brake horsepower X5. Pure four-wheeled zen.
For an afternoon shift from 3 midnight, the roads have been quite dry though, it's not raining for once, so hopefully it'll be quite a good shift.
A VW Golf has triggered the old Eustace Spidey sense.
Echo Juliet Echo. Female only.
shift, if that makes sense.
It's insured to a woman, but
I think it's a male driving it.
Katie dreams of owning a pad in California's Laguna Beach, but there's not so much as a Renault Laguna out tonight. Just an old Golf driven by either a very butch woman or a wrong'un, who ignores blues and twos.
Mate, we've got failed stop.
And it's got a vehicle failing to stop, Chesterfield Road North towards the roundabout at Priestley.
And immediately runs a red.
It's a silver Golf.
Yeah, we put towards it. Yes, onto the R8 now. B64M7 towards Shirebrook. Speed is 50. Road surface is dry. Moderate traffic.
They're on the Golf like a VW badge and can see it's two up.
There's a front seat passenger.
I think it's female.
Their speed is 50.
The suspect is sticking to the speed limit and even observing certain rules of the road.
He's indicated to overtake.
But not others, as he flies over a giveaway.
Oppo is suit T-Flex train.
Juliet 17.
After the close shave, he buries the throttle.
Speed increasing to 70.
A head-on at this speed would likely be fatal.
Wrong side of the road again.
It's a 0 out of 10 for the driving, but full marks for signalling to other road users.
And it's a near side indication, and it's gone right, towards my north.
This is mildly bizarre.
And there's a new addition to this bizarre winter's tale.
Not with us.
Brownie.
Delta 32, confirm that's you behind us.
Brownie and police dog Monty have joined the hunt. But the suspect doesn't look like stopping anytime soon.
So it's going through at 20 miles an hour.
Under the bridge.
Katie's been on his tail for 8 minutes.
Derbyshire. We're in Derbyshire.
The pursuit has gone cross-county. Look out, Derbyshire, here he comes.
He's beeping at other road users.
Through the red traffic lights, under the bridge.
The roads are getting busier.
Yes, going to get bought by traffic. Overtaking a brush.
They say buses come in threes, so mercifully he goes off-road.
We're on to a tarmac road.
Katie thinks he's got one thing in mind.
I think he's going to try and run, you know.
What the suspect doesn't know is Monty the police dog is also a keen runner.
You'll be able to get inside.
It's a decamp.
Run up! He's running, Brown, he's running, running.
Release the hound.
He's up the path!
Interceptors are after two runaways who made off in a battered Golf.
Mate, we got failed to stop.
And it's got a vehicle failing to stop.
He's broken every rule in the highway code except, oddly, one.
He's indicated to overtake. This is mildly bizarre.
The driver's ditched his motor and passenger and legged it.
Run up! He's running, Brown, he's running.
But Monty the dog is on the case. The suspect has a head start, which makes it all the more fun for Monty and his head full of teeth.
Oh! Hold, stand still, Monty. Leave. Good boy. Good lad.
That's driver and passenger nicked. Or put another way, the full Monty.
Mate, you're under arrest on suspicion of theft of a motor vehicle and failing to stop. Well, you do not send it.
The hero has made quite an impression.
Where's he got you? On the arm. They're not even puncture wounds, they're just bruises where the teeth have gone on, mate. Yeah, they're all like that, look.
It's been a successful, if somewhat strange, pursuit. But it's about to take an even more bizarre turn with the identity of his passenger. It's his mum. And the getaway car is her vehicle.
So what will happen is your car will be seized by us, and we're going to be reporting you for allowing him to drive the car, because you've knowingly allowed them to drive that car. You know he shouldn't be driving it. Yeah. All right, so that'll probably be points on your licence as well. All right, so I'll get the paperwork for that.
In this case, Mother might not know best.
So she's allowed him to drive that car at 5 o'clock at night when you've got loads of cars, pedestrians, kids about, and it's just the entirely thoughtlessness and the behaviour of it is quite disgusting, really. He's just thoughtless, and what a complete idiot. But he's got a lovely dog bite for Christmas, so there we go.
Her son might be an idiot, but he's still her idiot.
Love you.
Love you.
And Katie might have the answer as to why this pair took off in the first place.
He's got court bail not to contact his mum, which makes more sense for his not stopping now, is that he knows that if he breaches his court bail, we are bound by the courts to arrest him. So if we'd have stopped him fanning with his mum, he'd have been arrested anyway, so actually, that's probably why he's not stopped.
Just breath.
All right, we'll give you a lift home.
Thank you.
Just time to get her belongings.
Can I take me shopping?
Oh, what is it?
Just pants, socks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Before heading off with a far more sensible driver.
Go on then,
So,
let's get you off.
yeah.
It's been great work by Monty.
Oh! Hold, stand still. Good boy.
And some top driving from Katie.
Yeah, it's just lovely that everything fell into place and we had the dog unit behind us all the way. It was a nice feeling that you think, actually, for once, we're going to stay in the car and the dog will just go and eat him, which is what happened.
Monty's pedigree chump pleaded guilty to dangerous driving, failing to stop, no licence, no insurance. He was ordered to do 40 hours unpaid work and given a 16-week prison term, suspended for a year. He was banned from driving for 20 months with £205 costs. His mum received a scenic route home and no further action was taken. Organised crime destroys communities. But the Nottinghamshire Force is fighting back with Operation Reacher, a neighbourhood-led initiative aimed at disrupting criminal behaviour. They've seized almost £1.8 million worth of weapons and drugs to date, and hope to add to that haul this morning.
So what is it we're doing today? Well, the information is involved in the storage and supply of Class A and B drugs.
Inspector Marcus Oldroyd and his team are planning a dawn raid.
So we're going to execute a PACE warrant and we're looking for mobile devices, cash and valuables, controlled drugs, of course, Class A, B, scales, the usual paraphernalia.
On the crew this morning is Interceptor James Patterson.
We've just had a briefing in relation to a warrant we're just about to go and execute. It's in relation to a local drug dealer who's been put away recently in prison. Information suggests his girlfriend is still dealing drugs from that address.
Team Reacher rolls out. It's the crack of dawn. Surprise is key. A big red key.
Locked. Please! Police officers, stay where you are!
Can't set the centre panel. James, set the centre panel out. What are you doing?
They're in a heartbeat and immediately tackle the female target.
What are you doing to me?
Listen to me. There's a warrant being executed on these premises. Okay, so just stay where you are. Listen, there's glass on the floor. Watch your feet.
But please,
So just watch where your feet are. Listen to me. We're not going to be knocking.
All suspects are swiftly in bracelets. With the house and occupants secured, it's down to business. And when it comes to hidden drugs, there's one nose for the job. Jack the lab has a sense of smell thousands of times better than a cop. Anything iffy, he'll find it.
I'll wait till you clear some of that, and then we'll put the doggo as you bring it out.
Yeah.
Jack! Get on back.
While Jack and Handler concentrate on the outside, James and his team work the inside.
Nothing really surprises me anymore in terms of where we'll actually find things. We had one, I think it was last summer, searching along the wall. You could see handprints on the mirror. Turns out if you put your handprint on the mirror and pushed it, the whole wall revolved, and it was actually a door that led through to a secret compartment where we actually ended up recovering some firearms.
There's no malice through the looking glass this time, but the search turns up more flash trainers than Run DMC's house. Designer goods and an air weapon. Plus drugs. A small amount of cannabis split into separate dealer bags. Not the big haul they'd hoped for, but these raids not only disrupt gangs, they send a wider message to the local community.
So it's really important that the police take positive action around addresses like this. It's a vast majority of people that live up this street and across the estate are good, decent people. They want to see a police service that's acting on their behalf, not only to disrupt and dismantle criminal behaviour, but also to regain a foothold in the community and just building faith back up, really.
There wasn't enough evidence to link the female to drug dealing, so no further action was taken. Another occupant of the house was served with a community resolution order. Born and bred Nottingham boy Dan Machin is part of the firearms team.
Just because we carry firearms and drive around in an armed response vehicle, it doesn't restrict us from going to the everyday incidents that happen throughout the city.
Riding shotgun alongside Dan is Operational Firearms Commander James Carrington. He's a fantasy football fan and a father of 5. He likes a hectic work life too. His favourite patrol being the late shift.
So a day shift might not be as busy for a variety of reasons, whereas in the evenings a lot of people are at home after a day's work with their families, and sometimes a little bit more criminality rears its head because these are the kind of people that are out about in the evenings, under cover of darkness. That's when you'll perhaps get a little bit more of a spike of activity.
And it doesn't get busier than the weekend shift,
Saturday night, knocking around.
where jobs can fall straight into their laps. The white Audi runs a red light right in front of their noses. Bad move.
Just lit it up, coming to a stop on Kersal Drive.
James makes his introductions.
Hello mate, you alright? I'm sorry. Just as you've come out of Galway, you were just a bit quick, mate. And I think we were on green, and I think you must have been on red. What was that about? You had a drink at all tonight?
Yes.
Right. How much we talking?
I've got a few bottles to be fair, I don't know.
Right.
3, 4, 5.
Jump out then, mate. Well, obviously we'll do a breath test, see if you have a drink drive limit.
He admits to drinking, but isn't raising a toast to the camera crew.
I don't want to be on the camera.
We're going to do a breath test, make sure if you drink drive limit or not, and go from there. That's #1 priority at the minute. What's your name?
I'm not telling you why that light's on.
Turns out Captain Camera Shy has previous.
Have you ever been arrested before for drink driving?
Yes, I have.
He's got form for drink driving. Despite his current predicament, he seems more concerned with his motor.
My mum lives up there. Can I put it up my mum's road?
Right, well, obviously, if you are over the limit, you won't be driving it anywhere.
Well,
What we're
no,
likely
can
to
you
do...
put it at my mum's house?
I'm not massively concerned about the welfare of your car at the minute. What I am
Yeah, well,
concerned
I
about
am,
is the fact that
obviously,
you've had a
it's my
drink
vehicle.
and you're driving a car. What's your name, please?
Derek.
Derek.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Derek has another pressing issue.
Have a wee at the back of the car, please.
No, mate.
To the wall. I need a wee. I'm not going to wee my pants. I'll give him my phone. I'm not going to piss myself. Can I going to go for a wee?
No, mate, because we need to do the procedure, don't we?
You know what I start when you've had a drink. You need to piss.
Right. Mate, I've been there. I get it, all right?
No, I know I've done...
James is playing good cop in order to try to get the suspect to comply.
Told you I'm going to be over the limit.
How do you know that?
told you I'm
Until
gonna
we
be
blow in that machine, how do you know that?
Enter Dan.
I'm bad cop.
I need a wee.
What's your name?
Anthony.
Anthony.
Thought it was Derek.
Required to
Well,
provide
I'm telling you the truth now, aren't I? I need a piss.
We like
required to
honesty.
provide a sample of
I'll
breath
give
for
you a breath test,
analysis.
yeah.
Wait. I've got to ask you some questions
I'm
first.
over the limit.
What-
You don't know that? Court, get banned there, do whatever you want. I don't give a more.
Are you happy to provide a sample of breath for
Yes,
analysis?
The suspect, formerly known as Derek, tries to negotiate.
If I blow that, can I go for a piss?
Listen to the... Whoa. Not yet, you can't. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm
I ain't
saying.
blowing the red light. It didn't change.
But Anthony is in no position to make demands.
Okay, deep breath and blow into the machine for me. Keep going. Stop, thank you.
Hold on to your bladder. It's bad news.
Anthony, drink like drive limit is 35. You've blown 63. So it's over the limit, okay? So you're under arrest for on suspicion of
Please, can I
driving
go for a
whilst...
wee now?
no, you need to have one at the bridewell.
I can't hold
Whilst
for the
having
right well.
You can. You're a big
I need
lad.
a piss
You'll be
there,
fine.
mate.
Anthony, listen to what we're telling you.
Go on, man.
Where you going?
I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry, I'm not going to run home. Look how fat I am.
Good.
It's a trip down the Nick.
Come on.
But even now, he's still dishing out the demands.
Can I go next 5?
No, mate.
No, you don't get a choice of transport. You don't get a choice of where your car will be
Have a
parked.
quick wee, 'cause I swear down, I am
You know,
Boston.
Jump in the car. Come
Mate,
on.
you'll be in the police station in 5 minutes.
You won't be in the police station for it.
Jump in the car.
In the car, please, mate.
He's beginning to test their patience.
Yeah, he hasn't yet. Anthony,
I'm not going to do anything.
just to transport you, mate, we're not going to handcuff you to the rear.
No, I've not
Well,
done
aren't you?
anything wrong, have I? Have I done anything wrong?
Yes, you're under arrest for drink driving,
Well,
Anthony.
No, have I kicked off? I haven't kicked off. have I?
Anthony, let's not be stupid, mate.
Anthony continues to not kick off.
I'm trying in the car, yeah. You've told me to get in the car.
And I'm telling you to stand still until I've done this.
He's finally in cuffs.
Right, now get in. See you down there. You're a lot more patient than I was.
At the station,
Anthony, come on then, mate.
a wee search.
What's his surname? Anthony.
Just give me a little bit. You were trying to touch me up. Just stay for a minute.
Before a familiar request.
Can I go for a wee?
Can I
go for a wee?
Yeah.
You've searched me, you've done everything.
I'll come with you.
To do.
It's some temporary relief for everyone. Then an appointment in the evidential breath testing room.
Just take a seat over there, mate.
Either he reads upside down or he's a master of disguise. But either way...
Come on then, mate. Step up, Anthony. Come round to my left-hand side, mate. Just behind me.
He can't hide from justice.
Keep blowing, 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 keep blowing. Bang on, mate. Here we go. 60 and 60. So your result is 60 in a nutshell.
Yeah,
He's almost twice the legal limit.
what time is it? I want to be out by 8. I want to go Wetherspoons for breakfast.
Breakfast at Wetherspoons. It's not quite breakfast at Tiffany's, but then again, he's no Audrey Hepburn.
Should we go?
Yeah.
He pleaded guilty to drink driving. He was disqualified for 36 months and had to pay £409 in fines and costs. Still to come.
Running there, look.
Supermarket sweep with the knife crime team.
Please stop it! There!
The not-so-great bake-off.
Freshly baked. Smell the freshness.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Brilliant stop.
Yeah, so it's got no insurance.
And some Class A work for Clarkey and Phil.
What you got on your shunt have? Anything?
Yeah.
Knife crime is on the rise, with over 45,000 incidents in England and Wales last year. But Nottinghamshire police are fighting back, with the only dedicated knife crime team outside of London.
He's looking wound up like they've just been having and he's shouting back at them, yeah.
Part of that unit, Sergeant Stephen King and Lee Armstrong, are out on the Nottingham late shift.
Little, 2 young lads on foot across the car park now.
And there's a little problem at the supermarket.
Running there, look. Into Tesco's.
It doesn't look like they're off to do their weekly shop.
Stand still! Stand still. Yeah. Stay there. What are you running for, dude?
They just smacked us. We need to run.
Come here. All right, come over here, mate.
One lad gives himself up, but the other one is off with Lee hot on his tail.
Through Tesco's. Please stop it! Up there! What's just happened?
We've just been flipping, like, basically, yeah. This guy had beef with me before, I tried to come and sort it. He just smacked my brother. I said that there's other guys in the yard that's going to come running after us, so we just ran. We just got punched, so that's why I was running.
Right.
There's been an incident with another group of youths. Steve believes the suspect might be carrying a blade and, as a matter of course, will be searched.
I'm Sergeant King on the knife crime team from St Anne's Police Station. You take for purpose of search. Afterwards, I make a record of it and you're entitled to a copy of that, do you understand? Yeah? Anything on you that you shouldn't have.
The go-kart-loving Sarge has been at the sharp end of the knife crime team since its inception in 2017, leading a 9-strong crew. And they don't hang around. Lee's nabbed his runaway.
Just stand there. Has he been searched?
Yeah, I need to warn him because he's just been in court for having a knife.
Both suspects have previously been caught with blades and are well known to the knife team.
Just saying, like, I run off because Was a fight?
Yeah, well, he's told us that now, but we don't know that, do we? All we see is a bit of something going off in your run.
There's that
And you've had reason for having a knife, haven't you?
That's why. I've done it so my missus told me.
Like, we have this knife risk register, which is the people who are most at risk of carrying a knife, either because they previously have or they've been a victim of violence and likely to carry one to protect themselves, supposedly. Those two both feature on it, brothers, both feature on that.
But this time, they're clean.
What's your plan now then? What are you going to do?
Go home.
You reckon you have to carry one because everyone else is? Well, it's probably not best to come looking for him then, is it?
It's always best to use fists. We weren't.
Well, or just keep out of bother. Might be an option, mightn't it? Yeah. You know we're going to stop you anyway, don't you, another time? Because you've recently carried knives. We know that you do. You've openly said you do. So fully expect to be stopped again, yeah? Yeah.
Their team have increased stop and searches like this one by 58%. With Nottinghamshire knife crime bucking the nationwide trend and dropping by 8%, it seems their message is getting through.
I've never carried anything anymore, there's no point.
Right, okay, but you have done recently, so...
Yeah, no, no, not recently, this was March, bro.
Okay.
Steve lets them on their way.
Right, well, we'll leave you to it then, but best advice, get back to Mapley or town centre, wherever you're going, all right?
Yeah.
Cheers then.
Cheers, have a nice day, mate.
Keep an eye out for them again later. And I've explained to them they're likely to be searched again because we know that they carry weapons around. The intelligence suggests that they do. So it's in their best interest, clearly, not to.
The team also proactively target the drivers behind knife crime, such as violence and drugs.
How far up do you think it'd be, Gav?
It's a few hours on, and the boys have received intel on a black Seat, potentially linked to drugs.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
We've got it. It's right onto Sellerswood. Can't see the driver.
This only looks like one, innit?
Yeah, receive. We'll go for a stop then. We'll be about halfway up Sellerswood.
Time for a word. Even from inside their car, there's an unmistakable aroma.
I can smell the cannabis.
Hello, mate. You all right? How you doing? Can you turn the engine off for us, dude? Nice one. What's your name, mate?
Steve gets straight to the point.
You got any drugs on you?
No, I haven't.
There's a smell of cannabis coming from in here.
I've had people in the car that have smoked, but I ain't got no cannabis on me.
Okay.
The suspect claims his innocence, but Steve's not buying it.
You're detained under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act, mate, yeah? Just pop this one on you. Whip your seatbelt off, dude.
He's in cuffs. As the cavalry rolls in to help.
Jesus, yeah, smell that. It's very strong.
So just step out for me,
How
mate.
much weed's in there, pal?
No, I ain't got no weed. I've got
Put your hands behind
He again denies having cannabis. And anyway, he's more of a baker. And quite prolific.
Cannabis cakes, pal, yeah?
They're wrapped cookies and a brownie. But this wannabe Paul Hollywood insists his recipe is street legal.
No, just biscuits and cakes.
Yeah.
Normal biscuits and cakes.
The normal biscuits and cakes will be sent off for testing.
Stand by, just doing a search.
And the master baker may have more ingredients in his trousers.
What you got there?
No, really.
There is, mate. I can feel it. What are you just joining me? He's got stuck something crotched.
It's just a bit of weed.
Bit of weed?
Personal use, I just bought it.
Personal use and in a personal place.
Just open it here.
In your top of your trousers, is it?
Or in your pants.
No one's volunteering to fish it out, so the Sarge steps up and orders Ken to do it.
Well, I can get that, mate.
They can get that because it's just there, yeah? Don't need to expose anything, yeah? How much is there, mate?
Should be about an ounce there or something.
Right.
Carry on with the car then.
It's around £200 worth of weed.
Yeah, it's about an ounce.
Sorry.
The not-so-fabulous baker boy has all the tools.
Cannabis vape pen things. Yeah. It's more like
Somewhere in the back of the
THC vape things.
And one more hiding place.
Get the boot open.
I've told him I'll open it for you.
Looks like it's not just baking on his culinary CV.
That's brand new. Brought it today from Argos. I've got
What is
a
it?
seat in my car. It's a slow cooker.
All right.
And a steamer.
It's the other pot that interests Steve and Lee.
It's always good to take any amount of drugs off the streets. and to deal with someone like him who's got previous for it as well.
While Chef is taken off for a roasting, the boys return to the nick to check on their haul.
Freshly baked.
Smell the freshness.
Did this? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Obviously, the cannabis is a relatively small amount, and it's not bagged. But it's the cakes that, now we've laid them out, there's obviously a fair few.
There's 15 packaged cookies, a baked brownie, THC vapes, as well as a wedge of cash. All in all, a recipe for disaster.
So we've arrested him for possession with intent to supply cannabis because we suspect that's what he's been doing. And more than likely, anticipate he'll be released under investigation for us to get the cannabis items tested, the cakes, and confirm what they are, and then put a case to the Crown Prosecution Service.
Nottinghamshire's naughty pastry chef is under investigation for possession with intent to supply drugs. Can expect a fine at the very least, and a Hollywood handshake is out of the question. No matter how advanced the technology at their disposal, nothing can replace the Bobby's nose. That sixth sense that something's not quite right.
It's kind of that thing where you get the young in-service officers trying the hardest to catch offenders, yet the old wise police officer will be sat on the corner where they're running towards, kind of thing. And it's just little telltale signs that you pick up, and as they say, when something doesn't look right or seem right, the majority of the times it isn't.
Officers Andy Clark and Phil Broughton are out in the wee small hours in the unmarked Volvo T5.
Who's that van then?
A van up ahead has got their spidey senses tingling.
Come from there. Place behind us.
Phil is the long-serving copper following in his grandfather's footsteps. And his pet peeve is drink and drug drivers. Clarkey lights up the van. But Van Man motors on into the back of Beyond.
Philip, stop.
Eventually, he pulls over.
Watch him. He's starting to ram you.
Gotta be careful, don't they?
Phil greets the early morning driver.
Hey up! Where are you up to? Going out. Sorry?
Nice spot for just going round.
Ah, right. Did you know we were behind you?
No.
No? What, with the blue lights and everything?
Yeah, well seeing him, I pulled over.
Right. Okay. Just step out for us.
Time to break him down with some tough questioning.
What you got on you shouldn't have? Anything?
Yeah.
Just keep your hands. Whoa.
What you got on you?
What you got on you?
Cocaine.
You got some cocaine, have you? Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to put some handcuffs on you.
Okay.
Where is that cocaine?
In the wallet.
No worries.
Okay, put him in your back.
Might as well strike while the truth serum's hot.
Have you had something to drink as well?
Yeah.
How much you had to drink?
About 5 pints.
No worries.
The confessions keep on coming.
Are you taking any cocaine tonight?
Yeah, I've had a bit, yeah.
You've had a bit, have you?
And coming.
You all insured?
Not insured, no.
No.
Mr. Honest faces drink driving charges, no insurance, and possession of a Class A drug.
Right, is that the only bit?
That's the other bit, yeah.
We're going to sit in the back of our car.
The suspect has everything to hide, but so far he's been completely cooperative.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you not messing us about. All right, mate. We'll get it sorted.
Clarkey gives him a breath test.
Blow a good, steady breath, and I'll tell you when to stop. Okay? Okay, and blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop there, thank you. Okay, so you've failed that test. You've blown 47, the legal limit is 35, okay? So at the moment, I'm arresting you on suspicion of being over the prescribed limit for driving with drink, okay?
He wasn't lying. He is over the limit. Time to break out another truth detector.
What we're doing now is just a drugs wipe as well, because he's mentioned he's on taking cocaine.
Okay, thank you.
While they await the result, Phil takes a look at the van.
VIN number, please.
And smells a rat.
I'm not happy with that number, just how the sticker is. It just seems to be bubbled up.
With 20 years' experience checking vehicle ID numbers, also known as VINs, Phil knows a dodgy one when he sees one.
It might possibly be a stolen vehicle. It feels as though it's been resprayed. It's very rough. And also, if we look at the letters, they're not very straight.
Forget Vin Diesel, this is Vin Phil, a car fraudster's worst nightmare.
And also, if you look at the 8, it's just a little bit misshapen. A red flag a little bit that potentially the VIN numbers have been altered.
A second opinion from Clarkey.
No, that's not right.
That's right.
That's not right at all. No.
Leads them to suspect one thing.
It'll be a seized on suspicion of being stolen.
Mate, is the van stolen?
Not to my knowledge.
Not exactly convincing, and all this just from a routine stop.
You get a feel for something, don't you?
And potentially the final nail in the coffin.
The result of this test is it's indicating that you are positive for cocaine. Okay?
Cool, right, ready to go.
With the van secured, it's off to the nick.
I mentioned to you that the machine that we used at the car gives us an indication, but this is what we call an approved device, and this gives the absolute answer of what the alcohol level is in your breath. Keep going, 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 keep going. That's it. Thank you very much.
He's blown 43 and 39.
So we take the lower of the two readings. So at 39, then we wouldn't look to prosecute you for being over the prescribed limit for alcohol. Okay.
Police don't prosecute under 40. It's one let off, but he's far from off the hook.
Right, let's come with me. We'll go and get your blood done. All right, mate. Okay.
The bloods will be sent off for testing. It's been a good result, all thanks to the boy's gut feeling.
So, ultimately, he's gone out tonight, he's had some drink, he's driven. By his own admission, he's taken cocaine and he's driven. And he's potentially in the stolen van as well. That's a risk that we're not prepared to allow people to take in Nottinghamshire. So that's why we've caught him, that's why he's been in custody. We'll take it further, and when we get the results back, then he may well be going to court. So not his lucky night tonight.
Honest Joe was arrested for driving under the influence, no insurance and possession of cocaine. He is still under investigation. No action was taken regarding the suspected van theft. Still to come.
Just at McDonald's now. Hello mate, you alright?
A suspect struggles to remember who he borrowed his car from.
Just a Gavin. And then that's...
So where does Gavin live then?
Yeah. I don't know, I can go through.
Any way I can contact him?
It's the evening shift, and officers John Lee and Jules Bramley are heading to a sighting of a vehicle suspected of being involved in crime.
There's a silver 4x4 that's been photographed being involved in burglaries, but the photographs weren't good enough to identify the registration of that. And one of our team, our sergeant, thinks he may well be with that vehicle.
The suspect car is at the Golden Arches.
876, we're just at McDonald's now.
The boy's sergeant, Craig Luckett, is also in attendance.
It's just gone through the drive-thru in a minute. It just replicates that image.
10-4, they are just about to receive their food.
Jules moves into position.
We'll go in front of it.
With the sergeant's car blocking the rear, the suspects are now the meat in a Interceptors sandwich.
Hello, mate, you alright? Is it your car? Just switch the engine off for me, mate, alright? Do you have any ID with you?
Not on me, no.
No, what's your name then, pal?
He seems more interested in his ice cream than the matter in hand.
The reason I'm stopping you is because there's been a burglary this month and there's an image of a car identical to this. Alright? So, is it your car?
No.
No. If this isn't your vehicle, then who does it belong to?
I borrowed it off the chap.
You unbuckle your seatbelt.
Off.
Just off the chap.
Despite his convincing story, John has his doubts.
Right. Do you know, I do appreciate how suspicious that sounds,
Yeah,
don't you?
no, yeah. My car broke down 8 years ago and I borrowed it.
Right. So, who's the fella you've borrowed it from then?
Just a Gavin. I know, that's Gavin.
Don't know his name, no?
Not his last name.
The chap now has a name. Gavin.
So where does Gavin live then?
I don't know, I ain't got a clue.
With Stacey?
Right.
It's almost as if he doesn't even know him.
Insurance-wise, take it you haven't got any then?
Yes.
What, you're insured on this?
Yeah.
Right. Because it's not coming up with insurance on this.
As far as I know, this is insured.
Yeah, but is it insured to you?
Yeah, I'm insured for any car.
On one of your vehicles?
Yeah.
What's your vehicle then?
I was driving I had a Volvo.
What's the reg of that?
Mr. Forgetful now can't remember the details of the Volvo he claims to be insured on.
Or is it your car any longer?
No, not anymore.
John points out the obvious.
Well, you can't drive another car on a car that you're not insured on, though, can you?
Yeah, but I just can't remember. I can't remember that.
So then I won't have to seize the vehicle until you can prove you've got insurance. Does that make sense? All right.
Let's hope Gavin isn't too angry.
Any way I can contact him?
No.
It's bizarre how many times people borrow cars from folks they don't really know and can't tell you how to contact them. It's a fairly regular occurrence, unfortunately. But we'll see how we go.
It's a quick search.
Well, just stand here for me. Just put your hands up on there for me, just so I can give you a quick pat down, all right?
And a slurp of pink courage before a trip to John's car.
You can take your drink with you for now, and I'll sort out the paperwork in relation to the car, all right? Just come around this side first, pal.
Where it's confession time about the mysterious Gavin.
I don't want him to get into trouble.
Right. Yeah. Mate, no, to be fair, right, he isn't going to get in trouble, but I just want to make inquiries to make sure it's not nicked.
There's a breakthrough on his location.
The garage is just down from Radford Road Police Station.
Right.
Do you know where you've got...
But the truth is harder to reach than the dregs of his milkshake. Let's try again.
Do you know this fella?
Xin chào các bạn nhỏ nhé. Các bạn nhỏ đã từng nghe đến câu chuyện câu chuyện quả thị của nàng Tấm chưa nhỉ? Thị ơi, thị Dụng bị bà đúng không nhỉ? Bà để bà ngửi chứ, bà không ăn đúng không? Hôm nay thì chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tiến hành làm một bài tập về cây thị nhá, được không? Bây giờ cô sẽ có bài tập cây thị này. Các bạn cùng lắng nghe cô đọc đề bài nhá. Trên cây thị có 74 quả thị. Gió lay làm rụng mất 21 quả thị. Hỏi trên cây thị còn lại bao nhiêu quả? À, cây thị này thì nhiều quả hơn cây thị trong câu chuyện Tấm Cám đúng không nào? Trong câu chuyện Tấm Cám thì chỉ có 1 quả thị thôi, nhưng mà cây thị này có tận 74 quả thị cơ đúng không? Đúng rồi. Vậy thì bây giờ chúng mình sẽ lấy số liệu gì để trừ đi số liệu gì thì sẽ ra số liệu của số quả thị còn trên cây nhỉ? À đúng rồi, chúng mình sẽ lấy số quả thị có trên cây thị đúng không? Trừ đi số quả thị bị gió lay rụng này thì chúng mình sẽ ra được số quả thị còn lại đúng chưa nào? Vậy thì bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tính nhá. Đặt phép tính này. Số quả thị ở trên cây thị tổng lúc đầu là bao nhiêu nhỉ? Sẽ là 74 đúng không? Đúng rồi, chúng mình sẽ phải làm phép trừ hay phép cộng? Đúng rồi, chính là phép trừ. Và trừ đi số quả thị bị rụng là bao nhiêu nhỉ? Quả thị bị rụng là 21 quả. Chúng mình sẽ tính xem kết quả bằng bao nhiêu. Nào, 74 mà trừ đi 21, chúng mình sẽ đặt phép tính đây. 7 trừ 4 bằng 4 trừ 1 bằng 3 này, được chưa? 7 trừ 2 thì sẽ bằng 5. Vậy kết quả sẽ là bao nhiêu? Sẽ bằng 53, đúng không? Vậy thì bây giờ chúng mình sẽ phải trả lời này. Người ta còn yêu cầu là em hãy nêu câu trả lời. Vậy thì bây giờ chúng mình sẽ trả lời như sau nhé. Sau khi dụng đi 21 quả thị, đợi một tí. Sau khi dụng đi 21 quả thị thì số quả thị thì trên cây thị sẽ còn lại 53 quả thị, đúng không nào? Đúng rồi. Và bây giờ chúng mình sẽ tiến hành like video và đăng ký kênh nhé. Xin chào tất cả các bé yêu nhé. Hôm trước thì chúng mình đã cùng nhau làm bài tập là tìm kết quả cho cánh diều, đúng không nhỉ? Và hôm nay nhá, chúng mình sẽ tiếp tục cùng nhau làm một bài tập nữa, đó chính là bài tập đặt tính rồi tính này. Ok không? Đặt tính rồi tính nha. Bây giờ cô sẽ có các phần A, B và C, mỗi phần sẽ có 2 phép tính. Bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau đặt các phép tính này rồi tính ra kết quả nhé. Nào, chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau hướng lên bảng để nhìn cho thật kỹ này. Phần A này, mình sẽ có 2 phép tính là 53 cộng với 4 bằng và 57 trừ đi 4 bằng. Mình sẽ thấy là nhá, đọc này, 53 cộng 4 này, 3 cộng 4 bằng 7 và 5, hạ 5 xuống đây. Kết quả sẽ là 57, đúng không? Chính xác chưa? Bây giờ chúng mình sẽ thấy này, 53 cộng 4 bằng 57, vậy 57 trừ đi 4 thì sẽ bằng bao nhiêu? 53 cộng 4 bằng 57 này, tức là hai số này cộng với nhau thì bằng số này. Bây giờ cô có 57 trừ đi 4, tức là mình sẽ trừ đi 4 này, thì sẽ còn bằng bao nhiêu này nhỉ? Kết quả sẽ là 53, đúng chưa? Đây, chúng mình thấy hai phép tính này có mối quan hệ gì với nhau không nhỉ? Hiệu của phép tính này sẽ chính bằng tổng của phép tính kia, đúng chưa? Chính xác chưa? Đúng rồi. Tương tự như vậy chúng mình sẽ làm sang phần B nhá. B chúng mình kết quả này, 65 cộng với 3 sẽ bằng bao nhiêu nhỉ? 6 cộng 5 cộng 3 bằng 8 này, 68, chính xác chưa? Và 68 mà trừ đi 3 thì sẽ bằng mấy này? Cũng bằng 65, đúng chưa? Dễ không? Rất dễ phải không? Đúng rồi, vậy là chúng mình đã cùng nhau hiểu được một mối quan hệ mới của phép tính trừ nhá. Hai phép tính này sẽ có hiệu của phép tính này, hiệu chính là kết quả của phép tính trừ này, được chưa? Hiệu của phép tính này sẽ chính bằng tổng của phép tính kia, đúng không? Hay nói cách khác là số bị trừ của phép tính này chính là tổng của phép tính kia. Ok chưa? Đúng rồi. Vậy thì bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng tiến hành like video và đăng ký kênh nhé.